Hello YouTube! We are on the Real Programming channel. I'm its host, my name is Andrei. I greet you, welcome on my channel. This is our 5th lesson about HTML and PHP MySqL. We'll talk about variables are for storing script data. Let's go. Okay, there are no dumb questions. Does it matter whether I put PHP commands in uppercase or lowercase? It's without our last lessons. Yes and no. For the most part, PHP isn't case sensitive. You can get away with mixing the case of most commands. That means you can use echo or big register echo or echo with first echo, and when echoing content over as a matter of conversions. It's a very good idea to be consistent with case in your script. Most PHP coders prefer lowercase for the vast majority of PHP code, which is why you'll see echo used throughout the example code in the book. So even if it's bad coding convention, I can mix and match the case of PHP code. No, not entirely. The huge exception to the case insensitivity of PHP's variable names, which apply to data storage locations that you create. So let's take the $email variable used in the report and abduction script as an example. This variable name is case sensitive, so you can refer to it as $email or $em with big register email. All variable names in PHP are case sensitive like this, so it's important to name variables carefully and then reference them consistently in your code. More on variables names in just a moment. Is it really okay to put both PHP and HTML code in the same file? Absolutely. In fact, in many cases, it's absolutely necessary to do so. Why would I want to do that? Because the whole idea behind the web server is to serve up HTML web page to browsers. PHP doesn't change that fact. What PHP allows you to do is change the HTML content on the fly with the things like today's date, data pulled from a database, or even calculate values such as order total in a shopping cart. So PHP allows you to manipulate the HTML that goes into web pages as opposed to them just being created statically at design time. It's very common to have HTML code for a page with PHP code sprinkled, taught how to plug in important data or otherwise alter the HTML programmatically. Does PHP code embedded in an HTML file have to be on its own line, or can I embed it in an HTML line like as part of an HTML tag attribute? Other than needing to place your PHP code with the like this tags, like this, and there are no restrictions in how you embed it in HTML code. In fact, it's often necessary to wedge a piece of PHP code into the middle of HTML code, like when you're setting the attribute of an HTML tag. This is perfectly legitimate usage of PHP. I've seen PHP code that's enclosed by like this tag. Not with PHP, only questions. Okay. They usually, not really, technically speaking, it's illegal, but it's not recommended. A server setting must be enabled for the short open tag with this to work. The usual this tag always work. So it's better to use that and know that your code will just work. And if your web server always returns pure HTML code to a client browsers, why do URLs show the PHP script name like web page PHP? Remember that every web page is the result of a two-sided communication involving requests from the client browsers and the response from the web server. The URL is the basic of the request, while the content returned from the server it is a response. PHP scripts are requested just like normal HTML web pages stored. URLs entered into the browser or linked from other pages, or as form actions. That explains why the URL for a PHP page shows the name of the PHP script. The other half of the equation is the response from the server, which is the resulting code that's generated by the PHP script. Since most PHP scripts generate HTML code, it makes sense that the code is HTML and not PHP. So it's not accident that a URL references a PHP file on the server which causes PHP code to be executed on the server, ultimately resulting in a pure HTML content being returned to the browsers. Can PHP variables store any other kinds of data? Absolutely. You can use variables to store Boolean, true or false data, and numeric data can be either integer or floating points in decimal. There are also arrays, which store a collection of data as well as objects, which associate a collection of data with code that is used to manipulate the data. Arrays are covered a little later in the chapter, while objects are talked in chapter 12. There is also a special data type called null, which represents no value. For example, a variable that hasn't been assigned a value is considered null. Okay. An alien description was clearly entered into the form, but the description is noticeably missing in the confirmation web page. Exercise. There is a problem with the alien description from data in Owen's report. Point PHP script, circle the lines of code that you think relate to the problem and write down what they do. Any idea what's wrong? Okay. You may comment about this, for example. So, do you ready for solution? Yes? Let's go. Solution. The line of code grabs the alien description from the HTML form field and stores it in a PHP variable named $alien_description. Okay? This is first, and then second, this code combines the alien description with some other text and HTML code and outputs all of it in the browser. For some reason, the $alien_description variables appears to be empty, not good. Variables are for storing script data. PHP variables are storage containers that store information, kinda like how a cup stores beverages. Since the $alien_description variable is empty, we know that the form data is never making its way into it. So the $alien_description variable remains empty despite our attempt to assign data to it. This is the name of the variable. Unfortunately, our cup is currently empty. We are looking for a cup that overflowed with an alien description. One way to fix this script would be just assign the exact string we're expecting to the $alien_description variable like this. And the equal sign tells PHP to assign the value to the right to the variable on the left. Pieces of the text in PHP also know as a string must always be enclosed by quotes, either single quotes or double quotes. This code works in that it most definitely stores in text little green man in the $alien_description variable, but we solved one problem by creating another one. This code causes the alien description to always be the same regardless of what the user enters into the form. Brain power somehow the segment of alien description from data the alien. Okay, 1 second please. For a description for data the $alien description. Variable is coming up empty. $alien description is equal $_post square brackets description. What do you think this code is doing wrong? Tell me in a comment, please. Okay. So, and $_post transport from data to your script, and we will talk about this in the next lesson. And this is our lesson is over. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, please. Put likes, share with friends, comment, meditate, do exercise, drink more water, and do exercise every evening, preferably after do all the work. Thank you. Bye.